When our Saratoga Springs house first got plumbing, it was probably CWC. Cheap, white, and chrome. Well, nowadays, just like interior design, plumbing is part of the fashion statement in a house. One year, the trend might be high-tech toilets like this. And look at this, mind-numbing choices on faucets and finishes. And the challenge is, just like with fashion, to have something that doesn't fall out of favor and that it works. Well, here's one that does work. Look at this. The water comes out of the ceiling down into this big, beautiful tub. How does it not splash? Well, actually, it's engineered so the water will spin in such a way that it'll enter the tub without a splash, just like the perfect dive. Our homeowners, Evan and Whitney, have come to this beautiful showroom to start making some decisions on the plumbing choices, and they brought some reinforcements. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, Richard. How you doing?
I heard you brought your designer.
Yes, this is my mother, Susan Shafer.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Licensed architect and interior designer by trade. So we started getting into making some decisions for interiors, and I knew exactly who to call.
It's really good to have somebody on your team, isn't it?
Yeah, we like to keep it in the family.
Good. So you guys are hovering near this farmer sink. This is sort of a trend, isn't it?
It is. People like them a lot because you can hide a multitude of dirty dishes in them when you're entertaining in a big kitchen area.
That would not be deep enough for me. I have more dishes.
The bigger pots, right? Well, they come in different sizes.
Okay, good.
It breaks up the cabinets and it gives you a little visual interest as you go down the length.
Is this the one that you guys are liking?
So far, that's the one that we liked going into this. But talking about depth and size, there was another one that's similar that I'm kind of looking at now.
So did you check with Susan?
Not yet. I'm going to. Okay. So this is the other one that I saw that's really similar. It's got the same front, but it seems so much larger because the inside here drops straight down instead of being angled, and it has a thinner lip area as well.
What do you think, Chief?
I think it's great. When I get my measuring tape out, it's actually 2 inches deeper than the other one, which will allow for more dishes, and yet it still has the same interesting texture across the front.
More importantly, what do you think?
I mean, I love the texture up front, and we're coming from an apartment with a very small sink. That's basically what we've been using for the last 8 years.
Right.
So anything that's, I'm always drawn to bigger sinks.
You want a big sink, you want plenty of closet space, you want it all.
I want it all.
All right, but you have 2 kitchens to think about, right?
That's right. So as you know, my mother is moving into the smaller galley kitchen.
Yeah.
So she also needs a smaller sink on her side.
Well, we've got plenty of choices here.
So this is something that my mother's really considering. And she's looking for something cleaner, white, porcelain as opposed to stainless steel.
No stainless steel.
Yeah, she used to do a lot of refinishing of furniture, and she would have paints and brushes to clean, but not so much anymore.
Well, this one's interesting. This is a cast iron sink, and historically, they always used to be called a drop-in, which meant it looked like that, but it had a rim all the way around, and you would cut a hole in the countertop, and then you'd set it in, and the cast iron itself would become a rim. And there was always the issue of trying to put that caulking all the way around the outside and make it look good.
I've used drop-in sinks over the year, and the clients have always had the same complaints, that it's hard to keep that caulk clean, and it prevents the water from the countertop of getting into the sink as well.
Yeah, not so with this. What do you think?
As long as my mother-in-law's happy, I'm happy.
That's gospel. Let's check out bathroom fixtures.
Great.
Now, Richard, this is something I'm really excited about.
Love it.
This is the tub we've selected for our master bath. And growing up, I always had old tubs with the claw feet.
Oh, the tub unlike, sure.
Which I know everyone loves for sentimental value, but I've always wanted just a new freestanding tub.
Right.
So
Good.
this fits the bill.
Well, this is a great one to soak in, just like the old tubs were nice and deep, unlike the modern tubs that are so shallow. What's cool about this is that unlike the tub on legs that you always had to see the drain and you saw it in the bottom, this one has an overflow, which every tub has to have, particularly a soaking tub, detailed right into the manufacture of it. And it doesn't have the exposed drain here, so that means you can start thinking about flexibility. You can put this anywhere. You don't have to try to hide the pipes. And so too, once you do that, now you got a choice of finishes here. This is polished nickel, this is a brushed bronze. So you can say, well, wait a minute, I can move this here, and you really meet form and function, sort of, you know, where you want to reach for it and stuff like that. And this is terrific for not only for yourself, but to keep the tub clean.
Absolutely. Yes, we've actually chosen the polished nickel as our finish.
Perfect. So this will be great. So what do you think?
I think it's a great choice. It's going to look beautiful in the glass bay window that the architect has designed for it. And I like the fact that it's got more traditional and modern feel to it. It's got a curved edge at the top, and it's got a flare at the base, which will make it much easier to keep clean. It's a perfect choice for the spot.
All right, we still have toilets to look at. Well, toilet choices used to be really simple. There were like 2 to pick from. This is only a few of them they have here. Anything jump out at you?
Well, one thing I noticed about this one is that the roll base is very similar to the bathtub that Whitney and Evan
Absolutely.
have
Looks
selected.
complementary to that tub.
It's a little on the short side, though.
Well, I think because it's going to be in a different portion of the bathroom, I kind of like this one. You know, it's a little bit bigger, a little bit beefier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the height of this one better.
You know what I like too is that it does not have an exposed trapway. You know, so many of these modern toilets, you can see the trapway, and this is easy to keep clean.
Well, that's important. Whitney said I would be the one cleaning this room.
Of course, of course. All right, I think we've got decisions made, right? Time to
so.
place an order?
Yeah.
All right, get out your checkbook. Let's go.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.